Greetings, music enthusiasts, and welcome yet again to the Bottomless Pit with Marshall Crenshaw on WFUV. It's that time, and I'm ready. Thanks for joining me, and of course, thanks to Paul Cavalcante of the Cavalcade program for warning you that I was coming on. Let me see. Now, here on the Bottomless Pit, every once in a while, I do a thing called All 45 RPM Night. I did it just a couple of weeks ago. I always have a good time with that. I do this other thing once in a while called A Salute to the Fender Stratocaster. I got my first Fender Stratocaster back in 1972. Didn't really know how to deal with it at first, but figured out how to get a sound with it after a couple of years. And now whenever I play, in particular this 1965 gold Fender Stratocaster that I have, I get the feeling that I was put on earth to play that guitar. In other words, I like Stratocasters, and I salute them here on the show once in a while. And then I do this other thing that I haven't done in a pretty long time as of now, and it's called What Might Cub Play? ? Cub is Cub Koda. He was a rock musician, great rock and roller. He was a writer who wrote about music. He was great at that. He was a friend of mine, and when I first met him, he was hosting a radio show. He was living in New Hampshire and hosting a show on a station up in Massachusetts. But he didn't stay in New England for very long. He spent most of his life in Michigan. Cub was one of the first people in my peer group, in my circle of friends, to pass away, and that was a big shock at the time. And I still miss him. And I pay tribute to him once in a while here on the Bottomless Pit. And whenever I do this thing called What Might Cub Play, I play records that I either heard him play on his radio show, or I speculate and play something that I think he might have played, you know. Now, Cub had superb musical taste for my money, and he had wide-ranging taste also. But when I think about him and his musical taste, the first kind of thing that I think about is something like this. This is a record that I first heard because of Cub. I heard it at his house once, and it sounds like this.
Let's go! Where's your little money? Where's my hollow you? Got a chance at last. Do the things we wanna do. Don't hesitate, I can't wait. Love me. You set my soul fire. Every muscle in my body's burning with desire. Baby, kiss me too. Make me know you're mine. Love me with desire. Oh, honey, this is fine. Don't hesitate, I can't wait. Love me. Yeah! Thoughts that are running wild. Got to make it mine. Got just a little while. Don't hesitate, I can't wait. Love me. Love me. Love me. Love me.
Yeah, I know that we just heard it on the show 2 weeks ago, but I don't care. That's Love Me by The Phantom. The Phantom, a.k.a. Marty Lott was the guy's name. Anyway, a rock and roll record like that, you know, that sounds like things blowing up and people becoming unhinged or being unhinged. Stuff like that was what Cub Koda was particularly a connoisseur of. And of course, I'm right on the same page with him as far as liking a record like that goes. It doesn't matter how many times I hear that one, it always puts a big dumb grin on my face. It's a transcendent experience for me to listen to that record. So anyway, I'm trying to figure out what to play on this Cub Koda Salute a couple weeks ago, And right in the middle of my thought process, one day I stumbled onto a video that was posted on Facebook by a guy that I know who's very much alive and well. And like Cub Koda did, this guy has a lot of wisdom, let's say, about music. His name is James Marshall, aka The Hound. And the video that he posted that caught my attention was for a Bollywood rock and roll song. I'm not going to take the time to explain what Bollywood is. You might know already. It's a genre of music, and you can look it up if you want to. It's Bollywood. Rhymes with Hollywood. The Hound posted a video for a tune that I knew already. I have it on a compilation CD. It's one called Jaan Pehchan Ho by Mohammed Rafi. And, you know, it's rock and roll coming from a different culture than Love Me by The Phantom comes from, but it has its own kind of otherworldly wildness about it. And well, let's check some of that out right now.
जान पहचान हो जीना आसान हो जान पहचान हो जीना आसान हो दिल को चुराने वालों आंख न चुराओ नाम तो बताओ जान पहचान हो जीना आसान हो जान पहचान हो जीना आसान हो दिल को चुराने वालों आंख न चुराओ नाम तो बताओ जान पहचान हो जीना आसान हो शाम जवां यूं न चली जाए आज की ये शाम जवां यूं न चली जाए फिर से न आएगी या किसी के बुलाए फिर से न आएगी या किसी के बुलाए फिर से न आएगी या किसी के बुलाए जान पहचान हो जीना आसान हो जान पहचान हो जीना आसान हो दिल को चुराने वालों आंख न चुराओ नाम तो बताओ जान पहचान हो जीना आसान हो बोलो तुम हो गए इशारे बोलो या ना बोलो तुम हो गए इशारे सीधी सीधी चोट हुई दिल पे हमारे सीधी सीधी चोट हुई दिल पे हमारे सीधी सीधी चोट हुई दिल पे हमारे जान पहचान हो जीना आसान हो जान पहचान हो जीना आसान हो दिल को चुराने वालों आंख न चुराओ नाम तो बताओ जान पहचान हो जीना आसान हो जवानी, चुप चुप देखा देखी नजरें दीवानी, जरा सी ये बात बन जाए ना कहानी, जरा सी ये बात बन जाए ना कहानी, जरा सी ये बात बन जाए ना कहानी। जान पहचान हो, जीना आसान हो, जान पहचान हो, जीना आसान हो, दिल को चुराने वालों आंख न चुराओ, नाम तो बताओ, जान पहचान हो, जीना आसान हो।
So there you go, Love Me by The Phantom and John Pehchan Ho by Muhammad Rafi. Two different cultures, two opposite degrees of musical skill. I mean, the session players that used to play on those Bollywood records were brilliant. Yet, you know, they both put the same exact dumb grin on my face, and it got me thinking when I heard that record, watched the video. I thought, I wonder if Cub Koda like knew this stuff, or if he would like it the way that I do if he heard it. I have this feeling that he would, but I have no way of knowing really. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down that road, do the what might Cub play exercise, and I'm going to up the ante on otherworldliness and wildness by throwing in some Bollywood rock and roll with the American rock and roll. And I'm going to see if I can make my own head explode, I guess. That's what I'm going to do. And it starts like this.
Little girl, well, I love you and I think you're fine. Well, I love you and I think you're fine. Little girl, well, you're cute, let's make some time. Well, you're cute, let's make some time. Well, I can't help but thinking when you're on my mind. I love you, little baby, let's make some time. Now come a little closer, I know you share. Come a little baby, now please share. Little girl, well, you're cute, let's make some time. Well, you're cute, let's make some time. Little girl, well, I wish that I could call you mine. Well, I wish I could call you mine. Well, I can't help but thinking when you're on my mind. I love you, little baby, let's make some time. Now come a little closer, I know you got. Come a little baby, now please share. Little girl, well, I love you and I think you're fine. Well, I love you and I think you're fine. Little girl, well, you're cute, let's make some time. Well, you're cute, let's make some time. Let's make some time. Well, I wish that I could call you mine. Well, I can't help but thinking when you're on my mind. I love you, little baby, let's make some time. Now come a little closer, I know you got. Come a little baby, now please share. Little girl, well, I love you and I think you're fine. Well, I love you and I think you're fine. Well, I love you and I think you're fine.
आजा आजा मैं हूँ प्यार तेरा अल्लाह अल्लाह इनकार तेरा ओ आजा 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 मैं हूँ प्यार तेरा अल्लाह अल्लाह इनकार तेरा ओ आजा 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 की आंखें चाहिए तुमको सहारा पलकों में आओ छुपा लूं नाजुक तन है तुम्हारा आजा 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 मैं हूँ प्यार तेरा अल्लाह अल्लाह इनकार तेरा आजा 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 आजा
Yeah. What might Cub play? Question mark. That's the question that we're asking ourselves tonight here on the Bottomless Pit. What might Cub play, Cub Koda that is, if he were filling this hour on WFUV instead of me? And tonight the question mark is a very big factor in this whole thing. But anyway, we just heard a little thing called Aja Aja Manhun Paar Tara, something like that, by the great Asha Bosley and Muhammad Rafi. That's a little thing composed by my favorite Bollywood composer, R.D. Burman. And that was preceded by Little Girl by John and Jackie. We've heard that one on the Bottomless Pit before. Radio melting, brain melting fare on the Bottomless Pit. Where else but here on the Bottomless Pit? And we're going to take a real quick break right now here on WFUV. And it goes like this.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for having stayed at the Aquatel Atlantis. We hope you've enjoyed your visit with us 20 leagues beneath the sea.
A resort hotel under the sea. We at the Bendix Corporation believe it will happen, and before too many tomorrows go by. Just as you now drive around the countryside in the family car, one day you'll sightsee around the ocean floor in an amazing aquacopter. And the family car is in for some pretty big changes, too. Imagine just tapping the floorboard for stop and go, or electronic push-button driving. The Tomorrow people at Bendix are helping to make these things possible, and more in the areas of national defense, aviation, space, oceanics, automotive, and manufacturing. To search, to discover, to develop, to erase all boundaries of space and thought. This is Bendix, the Tomorrow people.
Let's get back into tonight's Bottomless Pit, possibly the wildest installment ever of the Bottomless Pit, as we ask ourselves the musical question, what might Cub play? Question mark. And again, I'm referring to Cub Koda, my late friend, who was also a radio host and a DJ, besides being a great rock musician, rock song stylist. He was a connoisseur of wild, otherworldly rock and roll. And I'm throwing in some Bollywood, too, Bollywood music. One thing that the records we've heard so far tonight have in common is distortion, everything in the red, everything overloaded and blowing up sonically. I was really amazed back in the 1990s when I started looking for Asha Bosley records and other Bollywood stuff. I would buy a brand new CD and, expect it to sound nice and pretty, and it never would. The sonic quality would always be something other than what I expected. And this is my theory about that. I think back in the 50s and 60s when they recorded the music for the Bollywood films, often once the movies themselves were mixed, they would discard the master tapes or record over them. So when they went to do the reissues later on, they had to go back to the films themselves and get the audio from them. And anyway, the whole distortion thing to me just kind of adds to the magic of it. Let's get back into some music right now. This is a great one, and I know this was a favorite of Cub's. A little thing by Freddie and the Hitchhikers, and it goes like this.
Gonna go down there, yeah, you better be right, sinner, you better be right. If you ain't right, you're going down there, it'll end up being the devil's part of mine, yeah, it'll end up in sinners, they'll be crying. Yeah, you better be right. Sinner, you better be right. You better be right.
ताकी रे जब से तू आंखों में झांकी
ताकी हो ताकी हो ताकी 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 रे जब से मैं आंखों में झांकी
अरे आपस में ताक धीन हो गया अब क्या रह गया बाकी
ताकी हो ताकी हो ताकी 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 रे जब से मैं आंखों में झांकी
आपस में ताक धीन हो गया अब क्या रह गया बाकी
ताकी हो ताकी हो ताकी 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 रे जब से मैं आंखों में झांकी
खिला बदन है गालों में चमन है नए नए प्यार की नैनों में किरण है
कैसी लगन है कैसी अगन है मिलके मन भरे नहीं कैसा ये मिलन है
खिला खिला बदन है गालों में चमन है नए नए प्यार की नैनों में किरण है आपस में ताक दिन हो गया अब क्या रह गया बाकी हो ताकी ताकी रे जब से तू आंखों में झांकी
अरे ताकी हो ताकी ताकी रे जब से मैं आंखों में झांकी
आपस में ताक दिन हो गया अब क्या रह गया बाकी
ताकी हो ताकी ताकी रे जब से मैं आंखों में झांकी
बदनाम और हुए मशहूर हम अब सारी जिंदगी होंगे नहीं दूर हम
मेरा दिलदार तू मुझे इकरार है सारा जग जान गया तेरा मेरा प्यार है
होके बदनाम और हुए मशहूर हम अब सारी जिंदगी होंगे नहीं दूर हम अरे आपस में ताक दिन हो गया अब क्या रह गया बाकी ताकी रे जब से तू आंखों में झांकी
ताकी रे जब से मैं आंखों में झांकी
आपस में ताक दिन का भी दिन हो गया, अब क्या रह गया बाकी बाकी बाकी।
Wow, well that one didn't sound as messed up as the two that we heard in part one. But anyway, I mean, it was in stereo and everything, right? That was Taki O Taki by Kishore Kumar and Asha Bosley, preceded by Sinners by Freddie and the Hitchhikers. And we're just going to carry on right now, play another great rock and roll record. This one is indescribably great, and it's a little thing by Herbie Duncan. Take it away, Herbie.
मीना मीना डिका
Haven't heard that one in a long time. That was Ina Mina Dika by Asha Bosley here on the Bottomless Pit with Marshall Crenshaw. The first time I ever heard any of this Bollywood music was maybe 20, 25 years ago on this really good TV program that they used to have on Channel 13 called Film on Film. I really learned a lot about the history of the cinema from this program, and one week they did a whole thing about Bollywood, the phenomenon of Bollywood and the music of Bollywood, and particularly Asha Bosley, subcontinent superstar. Her fame in India is like, Elvis Presley and the Beatles combined. That tune we just heard, Ina Mina Dika, was a real sensation when it came out, kind of an early signature song for her. And before that, we heard the great Herbie Duncan with Hot Lips Baby. You can't beat that one. I'm Marshall Crenshaw on WFUV, and I'll be right back after this break.
Now you can be taller than she is.
Adler, Adler, Adler makes you taller in its Adler elevated shoes. She'll look up to you when you are taller. You can say goodbye to all your blues. Now you can be taller than she is. Here's all you have to do. Just get yourself a lift in Adler, Adler, Adler elevator shoes.
It's not always your height that counts, men. It's the way other men look at you. Don't let them look down on you. Step into Adler elevator shoes and step up in the world. You'll be almost 2 inches taller instantly. You'll stand straighter, look better, and command the respect you're entitled to. You're taller comfortably and confidentially, for the heels are no higher. Smart men are going up in the world. So don't just wish you were taller. Do something about it.
And get yourself a lift in Adler, Adler elevator shoes today.
So we've heard lots of inspired, wild musical energy and lots of sonic overkill. I hope that it's working for the late Cub Koda, if he's out there in the spirit world listening in. I'm Marshall Crenshaw. Let's keep it going right now, and we're going to do that with something that I know was a great favorite of Cub's and is a favorite of mine, too. This is Perfection right here, one by the great Hank Mizell. Take it away, Hank.
The jungle just the other night. Oh, well, I heard a big rumble and I thought it was a fight. Oh, well, I stood and listened and began to move my feet. It was a jungle drummer doing a knock-out beat. It was a jungle, 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 jungle rock. 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 A knocked out beat and I had to move my feet. It was a jungle, 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 jungle rock. closer just to get a better view. I saw a chip and a monkey, yeah, I done the Suzy Q. Oh, well, a gator and a hippo was a doing the bop. Oh, while a great big frog was a making with the hop. It was a jungle, 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 jungle rock. 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 A knocked out feet and I had to move my feet. It was a jungle, 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 jungle rock. Grabbed the rabbit and did the bunny hug. And the old grizzly bear was a cutting her rug. Oh, well, a camel was a jitterbugging with the kangaroo. And the elephant a mover with a ring-dang-doo. It was a jungle, 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 jungle rock. 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 I knocked their feet and I had to move my feet. It was a jungle, 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 jungle rock. A jungle, 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 jungle rock. A jungle, 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 jungle rock.
गाल पे उलझे उलझे बाल हो तेरा क्या कहना. गोरे गोरे गाल गाल पे उलझे उलझे बाल हो तेरा क्या कहना. जाने जा चुरा के चली कहाँ नशे में भरी भरी.
चुराऊं मैं दिल तेरा जिगर भी नहीं मेरा उम्र भी नहीं मेरी. चुराऊं मैं दिल तेरा जिगर भी नहीं मेरा उम्र भी नहीं मेरी.
ओए बहकी बहकी चाल चाल हाय लचके जैसे डाल हो तेरा क्या कहना.
सर पर टोपी लाल हाथ में रेशम का रुमाल हो तेरा क्या कहना.
से कहूँ क्या हुजूर से मेरे पास आइए. भला इतनी दूर से कहूँ क्या हुजूर से मेरे पास आइए.
हो के बेहाल बाल माँ ये शतरंजी चाल हो तेरा क्या कहना. हो के बेहाल बाल माँ ये शतरंजी चाल हो तेरा क्या कहना.
ओए गोरे गोरे गाल गाल पे उलझे उलझे बाल हो तेरा क्या कहना तमन्ना थी कम से कम कोई फूल बन के हम तेरी जुल्फ चूमते
रही आरज़ू सनम तेरा रूप लेके हम शराबी से झूमते रही आरज़ू सनम तेरा रूप लेके हम शराबी से झूमते
बहकी बहकी चाल चाल हाय लचके जैसे डाल ओ तेरा क्या कहना बहकी बहकी चाल चाल हाय लचके जैसे डाल ओ तेरा क्या कहना
सर पर टोपी लाल हाथ में रेशम का रुमाल हो तेरा क्या कहना
अरे ओ गोरे गोरे गाल गाल पे उलझे उलझे बाल ओ तेरा क्या कहना
I'm like a four-legged deer, up apart and near just to see you walking the tall green grass. I'm like a big giraffe with a head so high from stretching my neck when you pass me by. I'm like a rattlesnake, I don't hesitate. I shake my rattles when you walk by the gate. I'm like a panther cat that's on the prowl for love, and when you come along, I scream to heaven above. I'm like a hungry lion that's king and proud, and when you come by, you got me sitting on a cloud. I'm like a great big ape that's looking for a date, and when you come along, I wanna squeeze you like a grape. I'm like a mountain goat that's on an icy peak, and when you come along, I wanna slide to your feet. I'm like a crocodile that lies in the sun, and when you swim by, I wanna have some fun. In a cave, and when you come along, I wanna be your slave. I'm like a great big camel with a hump in his back from shaking myself when you walk by my shack. Well, I hope someday that they'll turn me loose and I'll walk out the gate like a big bull moose. And if you are still hanging around, then we'll get married and settle down.
नैन लड़ गए हैं नैन लड़ जाई है तो मनवा माँ कसक होई बेकरी प्रेम का छुट्टी है पटाखा तो धमक होई बेकरी नैन लड़ जाई है तो मनवा माँ कसक होई बेकरी रूप को मन में बसई बातों बुरा का होई है रूप को मन में बसई बातों बुरा का होई है कोहू से प्रीत लगई बा कोहू से प्रीत लगई बा तो बुरा का होई है प्रेम की नगरी में कुछ हमरा बिहक होई बेकरी प्रेम की नगरी में कुछ हमरा बिहक होई बेकरी नैन लड़ जाई है नैन लड़ जाई है तो मनवा माँ कसक होई बेकरी प्रेम का छुट्टी है पटाखा तो धमक होई बेकरी नैन लड़ जाई है तो मनवा माँ कसक होई बेकरी होई गवा मन में मोरे तिरछी नजर का हल्ला होई गवा मन में मोरे तिरछी नजर का हल्ला गोरी को देख बिना गोरी को देख बिना निंदिया न आवे हमका फांस लगे है तो करजवा माँ खटक होई बेकरी फांस लगे है तो करजवा माँ खटक होई बेकरी नैन लड़ जाई है नैन लड़ जाई है तो मनवा माँ कसक होई बेकरी थई 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 धाक दिनक दिन ताक तिनक तिन धाक दिनक दिन ताक तिनक तिन धा आँख मिल जाई है सजनिया से तो नाचन लगी है आँख मिल जाई है सजनिया से तो नाचन लगी है प्यार की मीठी गजल प्यार की मीठी गजल मनवा बिगावन लगी है झांझ बजी है तो कमरिया माँ लचक होई बेकरी झांझ बजी है तो कमरिया माँ लचक होई बेकरी नैन लड़ जाई है तो मनवा माँ कसक होई बेकरी प्रेम का छुट्टी है पटाखा तो धमक होई बेकरी
नैना जब लड़ी है तो भैया मन में कसक होई बेकरी
नैना जब लड़ी है तो भैया मन में कसक होई बेकरी
नैना जब लड़ी है तो भैया मन में कसक Hey man, what's that? Hey, what's happening?
Everybody run, start back.
Yeah, let's really hear it. Let's really hear it for Portuguese Joe with Teenage Riot. Another record that I know of because of Cub Koda. Before that, we heard Muhammad Rafi again. It was a big night for him here on the Bottomless Pit tonight. And that time around, he gave us a song called Naina La Jahan. Before that, another masterpiece rock and roll record. I just really marvel over that one, called Primitive Love by Tom Reeves. I don't know anything about him or how that record got made, but it's a favorite of mine. And before that, again, damn, it was Muhammad Rafi, that time with Asha Bosley, and a piece called Sar Pe Topi Lal, something like that. I'm doing the best I can with these pronunciations. I would say, in general, that I love Indian music, but this rock and Bollywood stuff that we've been hearing tonight is especially nice for my money. The set began, of course, with Hank Mizell and Jungle Rock. That's a classic. So speaking of things that we haven't done in a while here on the Bottomless Pit, we're going to close off the show tonight with our unofficial closing theme song by the great Joey Ramone. I'm Marshall Crenshaw, and I hope you'll stay tuned for Kara Manning. She's great. She's coming up next with UK NY, and so long for now.
They're blue for me and you, and I say to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, bright sunny days, dark sacred nights, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow are so pretty in the skies, are also on the faces of people walking by. I see friends shaking hands, say, how do you do? They really say, I love you. Much more than I'll ever know, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. What a wonderful